Hi, beautiful people. I hope you're all really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today's reading is one that has been requested by quite a few viewers. I know that I've had other requests that I haven't really done yet, and that's just because some of the requests I get can be a little bit, shall I say, challenging. Um, and so I think with some of them I've just asked you to maybe reword the question or think of how you could reframe it a little bit more. But anyway, so what we're going to be doing today is delving into how someone is feeling about you, but more so what it is that they wish they could tell you. So maybe they haven't told you because they don't really have, they're not in a position to, or perhaps they fear telling you, or, like a lot of stuff in life, it's mainly usually based around fear, right? And ego. So, yeah, we're going to be finding out what this person is feeling in their heart and what it is that they wish they could tell you. Whether or not it comes into fruition would probably have to go into a personal reading. However, this will give you some insight though, okay? And hopefully give you some clarity and or closure around what it is that you need to find out. Now, remember that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. Especially at the moment with all these different planetary shifts going on. There's a Mercury retrograde and there's a couple of eclipses coming up. One's already started. So there's a lot of really big shifts going on for people, a lot of really big, powerful energies going on. I know me, myself, I've been feeling quite tired and drained, and my emotions have been sort of in and out like that, and they've been quite strong. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. But yeah, changes that definitely need to be made, people really questioning things in their life. And yeah, lots of really nice new beginnings and reconciliations. And I think people are really starting to see things for what they really are and who they really are, okay? Lots of self-reflection going on, which is brilliant, okay, to help us grow. So without any further ado, guys, because I am talking a lot, here are your three piles that you can pick from. So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. 1, 2, and 3. And what we're finding out is what it is that this person can't tell you. So if you pick this pile, this is pile 1, this is your reading. This person is currently in the hanged man position. So man or woman, this, whatever resonates, okay? They're in the hangman energy, or they've basically been put into this hangman energy. This is where they're sort of at, or this is where things have put them recently, if that makes sense. So they're literally, their lives have been turned upside down, but more so they have been turned upside down. I feel like something has happened, whether it was between you and them, because it's generally about what's happened within the connection. And yeah, it's made them go into this mode of really reassessing things. Some of these people might be starting to have light bulb moments and really thinking about what went wrong, how they got into the position they got themselves into. Like, how did they get here? And I kind of think they know, and I kind of think that they're just kind of feeling it at the moment, okay? Then we have the 10... Sorry. The 10 of Wands. I should know this. Sorry, guys. The 10 of Wands, of course. So we had the 10 of Wands clarifying. So what this is telling me is that this person is, they've been carrying a lot of heavy burdens, and it kind of just feels like it's all just gotten to them. It's all gotten too much, and so they're now in this hangman energy. So what this person wants to tell you is that whatever's happened is that's where they're at the moment. They're in hangman energy. They're really reviewing stuff, and they want to tell you that they've just been feeling really overburdened, and all this stuff that they were overburdened by has now tipped them upside down. So they're not really doing much at the moment, as in, I'm not saying that they're not doing anything in their lives, but as in they're just sort of in this stagnant mode in their mind at the moment. Okay, they're in contemplation. They're starting to see things in a different way. And the reason I'm saying that is because, this person's upside down. So this is good. They're starting to see things from a different point of view, and they're trying to do that, right? So we then have the Page of Cups. So what this is telling me is that this person wants to tell you that they would like to offer you, a sort of romantic connection, or they would like to be more like this. They would like to be more emotional. And I kind of feel like they're trying to learn how to get more in touch with their emotions. And it's a learning process for them. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about learning. This is all about, perhaps this person is seeking counsel from other people. Perhaps this person is asking other friends or loved ones how they can get more into this energy. They may or may not be seeing a counselor or a therapist or a life coach or something like that to help them work through what it is. Because I kind of feel like this person is trying to say, I wish that, I could offer you, something more emotional, but my emotional energy isn't really mature enough. And it's kind of like they're having to learn to be able to be more in this energy. Okay, so they're slowly getting more into this energy of feeling their emotions. Okay, but I also kind of feel like this person is emotionally a little bit immature, as in their heart isn't open as much perhaps as yours, right? So this is what this person is really starting to learn. And I think what they want to tell you and what they want to say is that they're trying to learn how to, open up their hearts a little bit more. And it's like they're trying to start from the beginning of this process, if that makes sense. This person, man or woman, sees you as the Empress, okay? So whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. This person wants to tell you that they see you as this really beautiful, divine person who is very nurturing, very down to earth, stable. You're well presented. This is the Empress is Taurus, so this is Taurus energy. So yeah, loyalty, nurturing, compassionate. You look really beautiful. You like, looking nice, but you're also very grounded and down to earth, okay? And you're very loving, you're a nurturer. And so this is how this person sees you, and this is how they feel about you. They feel that you're this Empress, this beautiful person, right? We then have the Three of Wands. So what I'm feeling like is that this person is just kind of watching you from afar at the moment. And they want to tell you that they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you, and they're kind of just waiting to see what happens. But yeah, they definitely are thinking about you, and they're definitely, I think it's kind of like they're seeing you like this, if that makes sense. So they're kind of looking at you from afar and reassessing. And I think they're really starting to realize that you are this person, and perhaps they're starting to see you more in your power again. Okay, so we then have Judgment. So this is another major arcana happening. So this person wants to tell you at the moment that they're going through, they're dealing with some karma. They're dealing with some karma. They're dealing with stuff from the past that they haven't dealt with yet. And at the moment, what they want to say to you is that all these things have come up for them. You know, perhaps things have triggered them and they're now having to decide whether they're going to let go of their past or whether they're going to stay in it, right? And it's amazing because it's definitely a good time for them to be thinking about these things and thinking about moving forward and letting the ghosts from the past go, okay? Because this is Judgment Day, right? So in summary, pile one, what your person is that you're thinking of wants to say to you is that they're just, you know, they've been tipped upside down. And I kind of feel like what I'm getting as well is that I kind of feel like they've made some bad choices. They've made some bad choices before, and they've for a long time they've been carrying a lot of burdens, you know, not just work related, but I think in general a lot of burdens, okay? Perhaps they also haven't let go of relationships in the past that they've been in. I kind of feel like as well that sometimes this person can be a little bit defensive and has been a little bit defensive before. So that's something that they also want to say is, you know, that they are kind of defensive and they have made bad choices, and that's why they're sort of in this hangman energy. They also want to tell you that they're learning how to be in their heart space again, because I really think that they're in this really young energy. And I don't really think that they saw you for your full worth or your full value. Perhaps they used to more so lust after you, if that makes sense. Perhaps they just saw you as someone really beautiful and but didn't really know your full worth or think about your full worth, because they didn't have, you know, they weren't sort of emotionally mature enough to get you and to appreciate you. So that's what they're learning at the moment. And what they want to say to you is that they see you as this beautiful person. You know, they kind of are admiring you from afar. So maybe they're watching you on social media, or maybe they're just thinking about you and they're starting to realize that you are this beautiful, powerful woman or man, okay, that is really loyal and that embodies all these amazing qualities that they like, you know. And yeah, they're sort of, yeah, they're just sort of thinking about you. And yeah, they're definitely thinking about you, and they want you to know that they do think about you. And they're thinking, yeah, they're thinking about you a lot. And what they want to say to you is that, yeah, they're dealing with a lot of karma at the moment, and they're working through a lot of karma. They're working through a lot of karma, and they're deciding, you know, this is the time for them to really let go of their ghosts from the past and work through their karma. And that's what they're saying to you. They're saying, you know, I'm just working on myself at the moment. I'm in introspect. I'm learning how to become more emotionally mature and to open my heart a little bit more and be a little bit more compassionate, okay, and loving, rather than just sort of what they were. They're learning and they see you as this beautiful empress now. I think now that they've had time away from you, and now that they're looking at you from afar, they're starting to realize that they're dealing with a lot of karma, and you know, that they do need to deal with stuff from the past, and stuff needs to change in their life, okay? So pile one, I hope that resonated. Please feel free to leave any feedback or comments below. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Okay. This is pile two. So if these are the cards you picked, this is your reading. Okay. We have the Four of Vessels. So this person is in this energy of, it says boredom. But what I'm getting is, yeah, that this person is just in this energy of, you know, I'm just gonna say it. We have the Two of Vessels clarifying this. So I feel like what this person wants to tell you is that they're bored, they don't really, or they're sad about a connection they had with you. They miss you. They're not feeling fulfilled at the moment. They're not having, then they don't have a fulfilling connection with someone at the moment like they did with you, okay? This is what this person wants to tell you. They want to tell you, and I kind of am picking up that this person may have been fairly needy as well. So, or perhaps this person was, it's kind of like they needed you because they needed that connection. They needed to feel that unconditional love from someone, okay? They need to feel love. And now I kind of feel like they want to tell you that they're missing it. You know, they're missing it, and they kind of feel like they've missed an opportunity in a way, perhaps. Then we have the Three of Arrows. So this is telling me that this person feels brokenhearted. This person feels like their heart was broken, and you know, it put them in a lot of turmoil. We have the Eight of Arrows. Okay, so they're struggling. They are struggling. If you're in separation with this person, they're struggling with that. They're in their head, and they're struggling with the thought and the idea of what has either happened recently or what has happened in the past. They're struggling with that heartache. They really are. They feel like, you know, they're trudging through the cold. You know, this is like the Eight of Swords as well in Rider-Waite. So yeah, they're really struggling with the heartache that they've been through with you. And it's kind of like they had these battles with you, and they want to say to you, you know, we went through a few battles. It wasn't the most easiest connection to have. And but they really were learning how to, and they really wanted to become the Knight of Stones. So they wanted to, this is the Knight of Cups and Rider-Waite. So they really, they want to say to you, they kind of feel like they were, you know, this person is in really young energy. They're trying to really learn how to be more down to earth. They're trying to learn how to be more loyal, because this is earth energy. So loyalty, you know, security, solid, and that's they're learning to do that. And there's been so many frustrations around that, and I feel like that's why there's been so many battles between you guys. And what they want to say is it's because they were just learning, right? They were learning, and they're learning to be like that. And they also want to tell you that, yeah, they're missing you. They're missing the connection that they had with you. They're really missing it. I don't think they really saw it for what it was, if that makes sense, okay? And I kind of feel like, yeah, you made this person feel special, and so now they kind of, you know, and they also had this feeling of specialness, if that makes sense. So pile 2, in summary, this person wants to tell you that, you know, they're upset about what happened in the past. They're upset that they don't have the same connection that they used to have with you. And it does break their hearts a bit. You know, they are feeling heartbroken about it, and they've been struggling with it. They really have been struggling with it, and they've been thinking about it. They also want to say, you know, I know that it's been a battle with you. You know, in the connection there has been battles, because because this person is saying, you know, I was learning, I wasn't as mature or as ready for the connection that I had with you. You know, they were trying to get more into this energy of being stable and secure, and being the Knight of Pentacles. It's like they were learning to be that, and they wanted to be that, okay? But it caused them conflict within themselves, because perhaps they weren't ready to transition from that energy into a more king energy, a more mature energy, man or woman, whatever resonates. And they're missing you. I don't think they really saw things for what they were in the connection, and they're missing you. They're missing you know, the connection that they had with you, that's for sure. But it did make them question themselves a lot, definitely. And I feel like this person is really trying to become whole. They're trying to become a bit more balanced, and it feels like they need sort of more balance on a more spiritual realm, if that makes sense. As in, it's like they need to be more open-minded to stuff and see things in a more holistic way, rather than just on a 3D level, if that makes sense. I'm pretty sure you guys will know what I'm trying to talk about. So on a higher level, okay, so you know, seeing people's souls rather than just what they look like, and yeah, sort of appreciating things on a more spiritual level, if that makes sense. So pile 2, I hope that resonated, and please feel free to leave feedback and comments below. And if you would like a more personal reading, you can see my details below, guys. Okay, thank you. All right, last but very not least, we have pile 3. If these if these are the cards you picked, this is your reading. I feel like this person is really, I just took a deep breath. I kind of feel like this person is really starting to breathe again. Wow, that reminds me of that, I think it's a Toni Braxton song, Breathe Again. I think it was like a 90s song. Look it up, because that's the song that just came into my mind again. Because I think in the song, if it's the artist I'm thinking of, this person felt like they wouldn't be able to breathe again. Or they felt like, yeah, it's a nice song. It's very romantic. Okay, guys. So pile 3. This person wants to tell you that whatever, obviously stuff went down with you guys, okay? So what this person would like to be able to tell you but can't tell you is that, you know, what happened, sorry about the glare, guys, what happened really affected them, as in, you know, it made it difficult for them to sleep at night. They were in their heads, they were stressed out about what happened. It caused them a lot of pain, okay? But the 9 of Swords is really good, because that means that they're very close to the end of the cycle, okay? Man or woman. There's a woman in the picture, but it doesn't matter, it can be a man. Now, then we have the Ace of Cups. So what this person wants to say is that they were stressed out about what happened, and they were sad about what happened, and it gave them a bit of anxiety. And perhaps they haven't been able to sleep properly at night, or, you know, and they want to tell you it's because they had this great love for you. This person had a lot of love to offer you. This is the Ace of Cups. Their heart was overfilling with love for you, right? And so because of what happened, it just sort of knocked them down, if that made sense. And so they had a little bit of anxiety, and they were having trouble sleeping, because this person felt like they had this really beautiful new passionate start with you. You know, Ace of Wands is all about passionate new beginnings. So they want to tell you that there was a lot of passion in this connection with them, and they were, you know, to them it was exciting and new. And this person wants to tell you that they wanted to feel like there was a balance, though. They wanted to feel like there was a balance, because I kind of feel like this person felt like you were perhaps trying to control the situation a little bit, you know, and there wasn't balance in the connection. But there was a lot of sensuality, there was a lot of passion, and yeah. I'm also picking up this, that this person wants to tell you that you need to have a bit more self-worth as well. And I think the person wants to tell you that if you had more self-worth, then the relationship probably would have felt more balanced, okay? Because the more self-worth you have, the more love that you have to give to someone, and you don't fear things as much. So that's very interesting. Then we have strength. So this person wants to tell you that whatever happened, this situation has really helped to strengthen them, and that they are a really strong person. So they want you to know that they are strong, and they have definitely come out, you know, of this feeling even stronger, okay, and more in control of their emotions, right? Then we have the Fool. So this person also wants to tell you that they want a new beginning. They want a new beginning, and they want to be able to either have a new beginning with you, or they're just ready for a new beginning and a new adventure, whether that's with you or without you, whatever resonates, okay? But that's amazing that they've gone from strength to the Fool. That's really, really beautiful, okay? And then we have the King of Swords. So what I'm picking up here is I kind of feel like this person is wanting to say to you that they saw you, or they felt that you were like this. So King, you know, this can be man or woman, it doesn't matter. But basically the energy around the King of Swords is someone who, you know, likes to be in control, or like to feel like they're in control. And see how he kind of has his arms crossed across his chest, okay? So he's protecting himself, and he has you know, a sword there that's protecting him as well. These people are very much in their head. They're very, very logical, they're very rational, they're not very emotional people, or if they are emotional, they control their emotions very well, and they don't like to be led by their emotions. So I kind of feel like this person is saying to you that that's how they saw you. You know, they saw you as someone that was like that, but they can also see, and that's what I think that's what they mean when they're saying you need to have more self-worth, as in you don't need to be in this energy all the time. You know, you can let your guard down. You can allow love, okay? Because this person isn't here to hurt you. That's what I'm picking up. So pile 3, how interesting, right? What this person wants to tell you is that whatever happened caused them some anxiety, because this person had a lot of love for you. It was like the beginning of this beautiful connection and this beautiful relationship, and their cup was full, and they were ready for love. They were ready to love you. They were falling in love with you, and they were ready for a beautiful new beginning with you, okay? And there was a lot of, they had a lot emotionally invested in you, okay? But I guess it caused maybe a little bit of fear and worry in the connection as well. And I think that made them feel anxious, that perhaps you felt that way. But yeah, they were a bit heartbroken by the situation, and I think they may have had a few sort of sleepless nights. But they've got the 9 of Swords, so it's kind of like towards the end of that cycle, okay? And they want to say to you that the connection they had with you was really passionate. There was a lot of sensuality, you know. but they want to say to you that they wanted to see, you know, an equal balance of passion in the relationship is what I'm getting as well. Because I kind of feel like because this person's cup was so full, perhaps they were a little bit more affectionate, perhaps they were a little bit more sensual than you, or perhaps they felt like the passion wasn't equal or wasn't balanced. But they want to tell you that, so they want to tell you that, and they also want to tell you that they're coming into their strength now. They're coming into their strength. They're learning how to, they've learned how to control their emotions a little bit more. Not, there's nothing wrong with being emotional, okay? But what I'm getting is they want to tell you that they've started to control, or they've gained strength out of the situation, and they're feeling stronger about what happened, okay? So they're not, you know, they're getting more sleep, I guess. And they're about to start this new adventure, and they're wanting to start a new adventure, okay? Because they're feeling strong again. So they want to set out on a new adventure, and they're excited to see what happens. And this person wants to say that, yeah, that they wish that, you know, that you could let your guard down a little bit and not control your emotions so much, because this person was falling in love with you, and they want to tell you that, you know, please have enough self-worth, recognize your worth as the viewer of being loved. And they want to say to you, you know, I had this to offer you, and you know, I have so much love to offer you, but I felt like you were really guarded. So pile 3, I hope that resonates. Please feel free to leave feedback and comments below. Thank you so much for watching my reading, and please remember to be really gentle with yourselves and with each other, especially through this crazy planetary action movement happening at the moment. You know, these shifts are really taking a big place at the moment. And I was talking to a girlfriend of mine the other day who's really into astrology. Hi, Carmen. She was saying how, you know, the effects of these eclipses can last for 6 months. So as in, you know, the energy isn't going to be as shifty for the whole 6 months. But, you know, a lot of action and things that are taking place and moving and then collaborating back, or if there's reconciliations, or if there's new beginnings, or if, you know, there's transitions in people. This will still be developing over the next 6 months, okay, guys? So be patient with the process. Please look after yourselves and each other. Be more in your heart space if you can. Be gentle with other people. Remember that they're all on their own journey and that no one is perfect, okay? And appreciate the people that you have that